Well, the giant leap from making films that existed for galleries, the giant leap really came from Anthony Minghella. I mean, it was his interest in my artwork, and then he was interested in then the two of us collaborating to make the short film. And you know, really, it was him saying, "Come on, I think you can do this, and is this what you'd like to do?" And me saying, "Yes, this is what I'd like to do. Well, let's then just do it." I was a fan of his music, and I grew up sort of knowing his music, the Beatles, you know, all of that, of course. And but really, I mean, in a way, I had to come to this film and forget it was him, because I couldn't have made this film if every day I woke up and thought I was making a film about John Lennon. I had to wake up and think I'm making a film about boy to man, and you know, crossing thresholds and going through an emotional journey, and you know, sort of all of those things, a kind of coming of age. There's so many different layers to it, because there's the creation of a genius, there's the emotional entanglement of a boy to man finding and searching for his mother. There's you know, the struggle between choosing which mother. There's, I mean, the birth of music. There's, you know, the creation of the biggest rock and roll band in history. You know, there's so many different layers and levels to it. So I don't think there's one sort of line I can come out with apart from what made John Lennon John Lennon. That's really what the film is. I couldn't go down the looky-likey road when we were casting, because there were plenty of Lennon-McCartney lookalikes that couldn't act. And it was much more important that someone embodied the sort of spirit of, or could really sort of get into the world of Lennon-McCartney, than actually sort of look identical to. But, you know, to get as close as possible. It sort of was a love triangle in a way, because here are basically two women fighting over one man, and you know, there were times where I had them sort of play that in a sense that that Mimi was the wife and Julia was the mistress, in a sense, because it was just a way of sort of understanding the dynamics of jealousy and pain and desperation, in a sense, and. Yeah, and again, it was just such a sort of powerful triangle, and the sort of tussle of and love war that sort of went on between them.